Good afternoon, my name is Kevin Key, and today I'll be presenting my final project for Global Business. By way of overview, I will first be briefly providing background on the product with which I propose doing business, move on to highlight the background of the country of Qatar, then transition to the target market, discuss my proposed mode of entry, risks, and marketing plan. For the purpose of this project, I selected liquefied natural gas, or LNG, as the commodity I wish to sell. This commodity I intend on harvesting from Qatar, then exporting to the United States holdings in the Pacific. For those of you who are unfamiliar with LNG, it is formed when natural gas is cooled to negative 256 degrees Fahrenheit. This then creates an easily transportable, clear, non-toxic fluid that is 600 times more condensed than its gas counterparts. It is also worth mentioning that it is unable to be ignited until returning to its gas state. Next, I would like to provide a little background of the country in which I intend to conduct business. Politically, Qatar is an emirate Muslim state, meaning that it is governed by an absolute monarch or emir. Although the king is absolute, the country does have a written constitution and a codified law set based on Sharia tradition. Economically, Qatar is a very affluent nation with a to-date GDP of $203 billion and an average per capita income of $93,000. Most of its economic success is based on its position as the world's leading exporter of natural gas. Today, over 40% of Qatar's wealth can be attributed to sales of natural gas, some 4,435 billion cubic feet of natural gas per year. This affluence generated by the sale of natural gas has given rise to a highly educated population within Qatar. For the last several decades, the Qatari government provides free education to all its citizens, as well as non-Qatari citizens working for the government-owned businesses. Most Qataris, after graduating high school, attend one of the many Western Extension campuses in Doha's Education City. After completing their undergraduate, many of them will go on to pursue resident graduate degrees in Western countries. This progressive stance on education has translated to other aspects of the culture as well. Qatar has had the opportunity of hosting a variety of popular international sporting events, as well as being selected as the host for the FIFA 2022 World Cup. Additionally, the country offers freedom of the press and is home to the first Arab television news network. Now that I've identified the what and who of the proposed undertaking, it is also necessary to identify the why from a strictly business perspective. I selected Qatar first and foremost because it already has the production and infrastructure necessary for my enterprise to succeed. As the world's leading producer of liquefied natural gas, my company would be able to acquire the volume of natural gas needed without limitations. Additionally, Qatar is advantageously located to my target market in the Pacific. With no major continental diversions, shipping can move relatively uninhibited from the Persian Gulf to the Pacific markets. Finally, Qatar is the most technologically advanced country in the world with regards to LNG market. Since 1984, Qatar has been setting the standard in LNG production. By teaming up with Qatari expertise, this venture is guaranteed never to fall behind its competitors technologically. Now that I've identified the what, who, and why, it is left to answer who will purchase the LNG once my country procures it from Qatari Gas. For background, it is worth noting that 2011 saw the United States consume over 24 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. This number increased in 2012 to 26 trillion cubic feet and 27 trillion in 2015. According to the United States Energy Information Administration, between the years of 2010 and 2035, global natural gas consumption is expected to increase by over 50%. The area that my proposed venture looked at selling to is the U.S. Pacific holdings in Hawaii, Guam, and Samoa. Energy in America Samoa is currently entirely dependent on generators powered by imported fossil fuels. Similarly, Guam does not produce any fossil fuels and must rely on imports as well. Although Hawaii does produce a synthetic natural gas, this in no way covers its energy needs. In each of these locations, there is a strong desire to get away from their traditional power sources and move on to a cleaner, more environmentally friendly alternative. Now that the source of LNG and the target market have been identified, it is necessary that a successful mode of entry into the Qatari LNG market be identified. When considering the best form of entry, I selected the joint venture. My company would attempt to create a 50-50 deal with the Qatari Gas, in which Qatari Gas would provide the expertise and infrastructure needed to produce the LNG, while my company, Pacific Wave Energy, would provide transportation to the islands, cultural and marketing expertise, as well as manage distribution and user interface. Next, I would like to touch briefly on the potential risks to this endeavor. Currently, there is an effort in the United States as well as Australia to provide LNG to the Pacific nations. Although the joint venture would be able to achieve a first mover advantage, this could be challenged in the years to come. Furthermore, the current supplier of petroleum-based fuels in Guam and Samoa will attempt to maintain their customer base. Finally, the Hawaiian population has a strong local first favoritism. As such, it will be difficult for the joint venture to break into the market without strong local outreach. Finally, I will outline the proposed venture in light of the 4 P's of marketing. It will be paramount that this venture promote LNG as an eco-friendly product superior in performance to the currently used fossil fuels. Additionally, it is essential that the joint venture initially try to undersell the synthetic natural gas produced by Hawaii Gas at a rate that comes to about $3.5 per 100 feet of expanded natural gas. To promote the venture's product, it is also essential that a targeted promotional campaign be launched via social media, TV, and community benefits to educate clients and potential customers of how to purchase the commodity as well as its benefits of being environmentally clean. This concludes my briefing. If you have questions, please contact me at saltminer15@gmail.com. Thank you.